Hey, welcome to my channel, Cooking with Manual Focus, and today, hey, I want to take you through making some absolutely delicious baby back ribs. And you know, that's what the game plan was. I got 2 racks of baby back ribs. This is what we got right here. You already know it's summertime, we got the flies out, so I'm gonna be fanning and all that good stuff. But we got 2 nice racks of ribs, and we're gonna get them seasoned up, we're gonna get them trimmed up and get them ready for that smoker. Now you already know I love my ribs, right? Baby back ribs, they're always juicy, got a lot of meat on them. That's why a lot of people go with them, but I can roll with any type of ribs. Spare ribs, baby back ribs, country ribs, it don't matter. I love ribs, but we going 250 degrees. We're gonna get these bad boys on the smoker. So we're gonna take these slabs right here and we're gonna get these bad boys trimmed up. And it's not much that you have to do with these ribs, but you can see right here, you got some overhanging meat that will burn up on you or won't look, you know what I'm saying, necessarily good on the cook. All we gonna do is just take that off, right, and we'll be in the game. So we'll take off that loose hanging meat, and then we can take the membrane off if we like. We can keep it on if we like, and you know, I'll decide on that in a little bit. But I'm gonna turn these baby backs back over, and as you can see right here, you know, we got like a bunch of fat right here. I'm gonna take this off, a little bit of it off, so when it goes to that smoker, it's gonna render down during the cooking process. So we just gonna take a little bit of that off, so it's not too much that's left on this rib. Now you don't want to take everything off, all the fat, because again, fat is flavor, but too much fat isn't a good thing also. So we just gonna go, like I said, we're gonna trim this fat down so we're not biting into a big glob of fat. Now other than that, fam, that's all I'm gonna do to this rib right here, because I mean, it looks pretty good as it is. And then we're gonna get this bad boy seasoned, and we're gonna be in the game. These flies are out here in swarms, man. We got like some killer flies or something. But they already know what we doing. They know we making some delicious food, so they all out, right? Now, we got this baby back rib, like this went through like the ringer, man. Fat's gonna render down. I got as much fat as I could off of it, but coming out the pack, it did look pretty rough. And then we turned it on this back side. So this one has the membrane on it. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna just take that membrane off of it and remove it. So, you know, just get underneath it with a knife or so, and you pull it up, and then just hold it down, and then you just pull that bad boy up. Just get a nice little grip. And you don't need any paper towel. I know a lot of people say use paper towel or whatnot, but once you get a nice little grip on it, you just pull that membrane right up, and it is good to go. Just like so, fam. Just gotta use some elbow grease. We're gonna use a binder. We're going in with that W sauce, and we're gonna put this on our ribs. Like I said, we just took that membrane off of it, and we'll use that as our binder. And you can use mustard. I've used olive oil, whatever binder that you like to use. I mean, that's all on preference, and that's all up to you. So I'm going in with, you know, my special rub that I'm making, and this is like a light brown sugar rub. And if you want to know, you know, some of the ingredients that I use, you know, hit me in the comment section, and I'll definitely hit you back and let you know what I use in this rub. And we'll just get this bad boy coated front and back. We'll hit these sides first before we turn that bad boy on this front side, and then we'll do the same thing on the front side. Hit it with that binder, which is we going in with that W sauce, just like so, and then hit it with that BBQ rub. Like so. And then we'll set this one to the side after we get these sides done, and we'll be in the game. We'll season up that other rack, and we're gonna be looking good, fam. Now we're going in with the second rack. Now the second rack, you know, this is like a thing of beauty right here. It looks pretty good. And again, we're going in with that W sauce as our binder. Rib here, and we're gonna go in with this killer hard BBQ rub. We're gonna go in there with it first, and this is pretty much paprika, brown sugar, and some other ingredients. This is gonna give it color. And then I'm gonna hit it with this Pit Boss Hickory Bacon Blend, this barbecue rub here. We're gonna hit it with 2. And like I said, just because this is gonna be, you know, a dry rub, I'm gonna hit it with 2 barbecue rubs. So we got our 2 racks of ribs, they prepared. This is gonna be, you know, the dry rub. That's gonna be my barbecue sauce one, and we in the game, fam. Now that 250 degrees, that's the sweet spot of smoking, right? So 225 to 275, that's the range, you know what I'm saying? If you're on the stick burner, you're gonna have those fluctuations, but 250 is that barbecue sweet spot, right? That smoking sweet spot. All right, fam, we got that smoke rolling. Here we go. So we're gonna place these ribs on the smoker. And you already know, as you lay your meat, that's how it's gonna come out. So you wanna get these bunched up so they come out nice and meaty. And there we go, fam. Our ribs on, smoking, ready to go. All right, fam, so we got these ribs on the smoker. Now we shooting for about 190 to 200 degrees. Anything above that, you know, we looking at pulled pork basically. So I want to keep it in that sweet spot so it's a nice tender rib, juicy rib coming off of that smoker. So if it's a clean bite, fam, it's cooked right. So we'll see you guys in a little bit. We're gonna let these bad boys smoke up, and then we'll come back and check on them. Fam, so we're about 2 hours into this cook. And here's the game plan. I want to spritz these ribs, and it's a couple of reasons for it. So the first reason for spritzing these ribs, I want to keep them moist, right? And in that moisture, here's the second reason, will help retain some of that smoke. Now I know a lot of people say pellet grills don't have the smokiness of an offset smoker, and yes, that's true. And spritzing it and that moisture is going to help retain some of that smoke flavor. So that's the game plan. Let's look at these ribs. Fam, here's our ribs right here. I got that apple cider vinegar. We're gonna go ahead and spritz these ribs. Like I said, I'm not gonna wrap them, and we're gonna keep, you know, try to keep as much smoke flavor as possible with these ribs. And the spritzing, like I said, as you can see that smoke coming up, that moisture is gonna retain some of that smoke on these ribs, so they'll be extra smoking, and then they'll be extra tender. Now, it's on the smoke cycle, so we need to put this bad boy down. And again, you know, if you're looking, you ain't cooking. So we got enough spritz on there, and we're in the game, fam. Time was about 10:15. Those ribs were looking good. Just got those bad boys spritzed. Now I went out there about 11:30, and then I felt myself getting a little bit tired, right? So then I said to myself, hey, I'm gonna rest my eyes for about 10 minutes. And you already know, resting your eyes, you already know what's gonna happen. So the inevitable happened. I rest my eyes for about 3.5 hours. So I woke up and I was like, oh my goodness. Those ribs are still on the freaking grill, and I wanted to make sure that I had those bad boys pulled by that time, but at that moment it was already done. 3 hours overshot, and we got to see how these bad boys look. Hey yo, I fell asleep, and hey, it's about 3:30 in the morning, and it's way past when we're supposed to pull these ribs. Hey, I got some good sleep though, but let's check on these ribs and see where they at, man. All right, fam, this is how we looking on these ribs. I mean, they still look pretty good, man. And again, man, I wasn't going like, you know, hot and fast, so I mean, we still in the game. Now, as you can see, those ribs look pretty decent. And I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, if I was cooking on an offset smoker, I would have been blowed, fam. hey, my fire would have went out and those ribs wouldn't have been done. I probably had to either, you know, toss those bad boys because they would have been like in a danger zone, or I would have had to figure out how to get my fire started again. But thankfully, I was running on a pellet grill that night, and I was still in the game, fam. Hey, those ribs still look pretty good, but we still had to go back, check on these ribs. So let's check on the integrity of these ribs. Pick these bad boys up, and as you can see, the bend test, I mean, they there, they ready, they tender. So what we'll do is we'll pull these bad boys. The game plan, like I said, starting out was a sauce one and then have one dry rub. But seeing those ribs, man, I said, man, forget it. I'm gonna keep both of them like a dry rub, and then we just gonna go with it. So here's the rest of the video. And then we'll cut them up. You know what? I'm not even gonna sauce these bad boys up. So let's get these bad boys, you know, off this grill, and let's see how they go. I really wanted to take these off about 6 hours, but you know, say them about 8 hours, but look at the color on these bad boys. I mean, it looks good, right? Got a nice little mahogany color to it. And fam, look at that. Yes, sir. I'm gonna go back with this hickory bacon blend on this guy here, because that's what we put it on initially. So we just gonna, you know, sprinkle some back over the top. And you know what? I'm gonna spritz a little bit, you know, just get a little bit of moisture, more moisture on top, so that that rub can sit. Yes, sir. And then this one, I'm going back in with my blend that I created. This is more like a brown sugar blend. Let me bring you back into them. So look at this right here. I mean, good color, man. And you see where it was breaking, you know. Still got some integrity to it, but you pick it up, you know, and they about to break apart. So you know they done, they right, they done. Got a little pullback on the bone right there. All right, fam, let's talk about it. So, hey, if I was on an offset smoker cooking these ribs, man, I would have been blowed because my fire would have went out and these ribs wouldn't have been done. So that's one advantage of having a pellet grill. I mean, if you got it at the right temperature and you're not like overshooting it or cooking hot and fast, you'll still be in the game. I wanted to go like 5 or 6 hours. We went more like 8 hours, which isn't the end of the day. You've seen the ribs, they look pretty good. They got a good color on them and they still tender, right? So we're gonna cut into them after they rest and see, you know, how juicy they are and see how they taste, right? See if we overshot them, if they're overdone. So don't be like me, fall asleep, set an alarm, and you know, I woke up, I was like, oh my goodness, what time it is? Because you know, I was in some good sleep. And you know, however, we still in the game, fam. We're gonna cut into these ribs and see how they coming out. And we're gonna turn these bad boys over and cut up, get them cut up, right? I'm gonna bring one up to you so you can see it. And look at that right there. Look at that right there. Juicy. Yes, sir. That thing looks pretty good. Oh yeah. And I mean, it's not falling off the bone, but it's tender. Fam, that's a perfect rib right there. Hey, I say I got some good sleep, fam. And then we're gonna cut into the one with, you know, just my rub on there. Look at that. Nice and juicy. Nice and tender. Nice and tender. And that, it's good. That was good, fam. Nice, tender. Clean bite through. Yes, sir. So you already know, a clean bite is cooked right, and it's not overdone either. So I say I had a little good nap, fam. Now we're gonna go into that Killer Hogs and that Pitbull's barbecue blend. Hey, cheers again. And that's tasty. That's real tasty. And I know it's 3 in the morning, I shouldn't be doing this, but fam, this is delicious, man. Woo. Now, if you're new to the show and you like this content, go ahead and smash that like button, then smash that subscribe button, turn on the notifications so you know when I release my content. Now, I do premiere my videos every Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For the Focus fam that's been rolling me for a while, you already know what I gotta do. I gotta get me some sleep, and then when I get back up, I'm gonna tear into these baby back ribs, and then we'll see you guys on the next recipe. Hey, I'm about to roll out, and we'll see you guys on the next recipe. Peace.